Okay, pioneers claim that the project has taken wrong or what, and mostly the claimers, okay, so when they claim, they decided they put Pi network on exchanges, so that those who want to sell, those who have no hope in project, they can sell and get and see that Pi network is not a myth. So this is the only reason why some of the coin were just taken to exchanges. But the real Pi network, the real program of Pi network is to build the ecosystem where the aim of being a local currency, where we have even carried a lot of Pi Fest, where we were buying goods and services in local commerce Pi Fest, using Pi network, sharing it using a GCV price, and it was successfully successfully happened. So far, what I can say this is that now Pi network did not leave its plan of becoming a currency, a digital currency, and that's why it has tried to construct each individual. But the only thing I can tell you is that this project is not for a team or an individual, the way they used to say that the Pi network is for only 2 people. No, it is not. So Pi network is a project through NESLA and JESLA. I think I have tried to highlight about that. NESLA, that means National Economic Reformation Act. It was and the JESLA, which is the Global Economic Reformation Act, as it was proposed by Welcome back. This is a great moment of sharing information about cryptocurrency. We also highlight about the information about trade, so that we can go deep dive about economy, so that we can ourselves improve and also find what is going on online, as long as we normally focus about money and the way that we can get it. So as usual, it's me, the content, and I would like to share with you this information. But first of all, I'm just going to highlight for just 2 things. I don't want to talk too much today, because I believe you guys you can understand. Okay, it has been a long time without updating, but you guys, things have gone really not well to my side, but I feel better now. That's why I decided. So I just want to at first talk about, okay, Bitcoin has hit 100, okay? I will talk about it later, but at this time I just want to talk about the announcement of Pi network. A very short and very short message that was seen in the dashboard, and I believe that message is, even though it's short, but it's very strong, and it's even putting us on a pressure. But I believe that if we stay stuck on this project, I believe that things are going to change. So I think they have said that there will be an announcement about ecosystem on 14th of May. Okay, let me see. Today we are on 8th, and we are just remaining with just few days. So if I say we are remaining with few days, what does it mean? I mean that we are remaining with few days to receive that announcement. Okay, some people have, okay, there are a lot of things that are circulating about the project. Let's talk about the way that the meeting that we are waiting for in Toronto, the consensus meeting, which will happen on 14th. I mean, those dates there. So okay, there's okay, Nicholas Kalikis is also on the list of the guests, and also the list of main speakers in that meeting. But also, despite the way that we have got that update that the ecosystem will announce something on 14th. Guys, sincerely speaking, since from the beginning of this project, we have talked a lot, and we have discussed every description that consists this project. we have tried to highlight something that was being constructed from the GitHub of Pi Network. We have tried to talk every update that was there so that everyone is going to understand. We talked about Quantum Pi Open Mainnet, we talked about Nexus Revolter, we talked about different updates that were updated, and I've tried to describe each part. And I also want to remind you the main targets of Pi Network by the time it was launched, it was created. So there is one goal which is powerful that Pi Network had. It was stated that Pi Network will be a local currency where someone will buy something, goods and services, using Pi Network as a currency. So far, if you look at Pi Network to be some of the exchanges like OKX, BTX and other exchanges, if you look at it now, Pi Network taking it to the exchanger, it makes it not to be a currency, because a currency cannot go to exchanger. What is every time on exchanger is an asset. So that can be crypto assets, that means Bitcoin is an asset, Ethereum is an asset, and one can hold it. So everything that is on exchanges, let's call it assets. But a currency, a price of an asset fluctuates. There's a lot of volatility on crypto assets because they are assets. The price of an asset can come up, can come down, depending on the demand and supply, depending on how many people that are in need of the assets. So if once people who are in need of the assets are too many, that means that the price of assets is going to go lower compared. But once the people who are in need of the product are too many, that means that the price of a product asset is going to come up. So it is in that way, the same way that once Pi Network was listed on some of the exchange, it was contradicting its own aim of being a local currency, where we have even carried a lot of Pi Fest, where we were buying goods and services in local commerce Pi Fest, using Pi Network, sharing it using a GCV price, and it was successfully happened. So far, what I can say this is that now Pi Network did not leave its plan of becoming a currency, a digital currency, and that's why it has tried to construct its own dApps. That's why it has decided to construct an ecosystem, and among the ecosystem there's a lot of businesses, there's a lot of applications, and which will be charging in terms of Pi, and so that means that a lot of consumption will be made from those applications, from those businesses consuming. There's even big companies which have big capital. Let's talk about like Zito Reality. Let's talk about this real estate in California. There's a lot of which has even $3 trillion in capital. So if we talk about, if we are trying just to talk about it, but because the target of Pi Network was not just to be listed on exchange. Yet, pioneers claim that the project has taken wrong or what, and mostly the claimers, so when they claim, they decided they put Pi Network on, exchanges, so that those who want to sell, those who have no hope in project, they can sell and get and see that Pi Network is not a myth. So this is the only reason why some of the coin were just taken to exchanges. But The real Pi network, the real program of Pi network is to build the ecosystem where Pi users will be sharing Pi users to buy goods and services. And so far, most of applications people submitted, and you find that things are moving well. So far, last time I shared with you that in any country you are, you can buy airtime using your Pi, which you have on your wallet in your Pi browser. So far, we have said if you have them on available balance. Again, also, we can also talk about, let's see, what a lot of things that they have tried to upgrade. So there is a lot of stability that Pi network has already set in ecosystem, and we believe that on 14th we are going to know something which will be really okay. First, I believe we are going to see, okay, the ecosystem open mainnet, what we call open mainnet launch is going to happen at first. Okay, that is just the announcement. Maybe the announcement may tell us the time that open mainnet may happen, but also we shall also get information about the price, how the price will be determined. Okay, maybe it will be determined, how what pioneers have already agreed, and how we are going to exchange goods and services at what price. Those are just the curiosity that most pioneers are holding, and it have hindered them, it have caused them to stay stuck in this project. So I'm trying to talk about this announcement. I have said they will announce. I'm just trying to detail so that we can understand why Pi network is like, okay, it is like a Congolese song, let me just say, where the song is almost ending, you find that it's boosting back, or spend 7 minutes like that. So I'm just trying to say that Pi network is truly is the only coin that has resisted on its main goal. It has never sold itself to an individual, because those guys, they could have even sold the project to an individual, but the only thing I can tell you is that this project is not for a team or an individual. The way they used to say that the Pi network is for only 2 people. No, it is not. So Pi network is a project through Nesla and Jesla. I think I have tried to highlight about that. Nesla, that means National Economic Reformation Act. It was and Jesla, which is the Global Economic Reformation Act, as it was proposed by Dr. Okay, the doctor I don't remember, but it was 1990. Dr. Francis, yeah, he's the one that submitted the project, the way that they could reset the economy so that it can reduce the burdens of the countries and individuals and businesses. So it was submitted to the Congress of US. So he's the one that proposed this mostly the way that this economy should be reshaped again. And we see there's a lot of things that are happening economy, and there's a lot of changes that are happening around the world. Look at the way the trade wars are happening, look at the tariffs are being shared. So, but still, over 100 million have already downloaded the app of Pi network. So that's a big community. We can influence the world. We can influence the world to accept whatever we want, because we are more. There's no any other business that has a community which is bigger like that one. So guys, I just want to highlight about this announcement, and I believe we are waiting for it. We are waiting to upgrade about the announcement, and we are trying to look for every update that COSAC is updating, so that we update you in the next video. But also, let's talk about the market change. Okay, people, we have been expecting for the market to come down. Most traders have made sales because they believe that trade is going to bring Bitcoin back to 70 something, 60 something. but due to the pause of Donald Trump, the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency market has survived, yet the stock exchange suffered a lot, to the extent that some of the rich people have lost a lot of money. The rich people, I'm talking about Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, those guys who have a lot of businesses, and you find that the shares were at NVDA. You find that the shares were too expensive, but the shares have gone down. So guys, that's what I can say. So but though the market gone wrong, but cryptocurrency has survived, and Bitcoin yesterday hit 100, and we look forward to see what is really happening in this market. So guys, there's a lot of things I can share with you, but I believe this announcement, we are waiting for it, and we will keep updating you about whatever is happening, so that we can predict about what will be in the announcement. So the only thing I can say is that if you're a pioneer and you have mined Pi network, guys, it's time to keep your Pi network very well, keep your passphrase very well. Oh, make sure even when the migration comes, make sure that your phone is safe. So today, so that you cannot meet any issue. So guys, ciao, see you in the next video, and we'll be updating about Pi network and what's going on the crypto market. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.